te, kung pagod ka ng maghabol sa life, ako rin. Welcome to the Trentahin Podcast. Stop chasing and start choosing. Yan ang mantra natin dito. Kaya naman, let's go! Simulan na natin to. Pwedeng nakatulala ka lang habang nakikinig. Welcome back to the podcast. Maraming salamat for your support. Grabe kayo. Grabe, nababasa ko lahat ng comments ninyo. And as much as possible, I really reply sa lahat ng mga comments ninyo. Because grabe, thank you so much for listening to the podcast. Maraming salamat for expressing how much you appreciate. Grabe, 3 episodes na tayo ngayon. And thank you so much. We just entered, I think, top 150. Imagine mo sa dinami-dami ng podcast sa Pilipinas. Talaga namang grabe ang community and support na nare-receive ko from all the Trentahins. And more than being rank or maging part ng mga top podcasts, bonus na lang talaga yon. Mas masaya ako na makareceive ng mga DMs, ng mga tags sa story from you guys na nakikinig kayo ng podcast na to. Again, maraming salamat. I feel seen. I feel validated. I feel validated. Hopefully, through this podcast, you also get to see yourself through me. Ang goal ko is not for me to show who I am sa inyo. Ang goal ko is for you to see who you are through me. Gets nyo ba yun, guys? Sana, while you are listening to the podcast, mas makita nyo yung sarili nyo kaysa mas makita nyo ako. Sana mas ma-mirror ko yung parts of you na hindi nyo nakikita kapag kayo lang mag-isa. And whenever you listen to the podcast, sana mas magkaroon kayo ng clarity about maybe what you really want, the kind of person that you are, through the words that I speak, or through the maybe life lessons that I share. Because naniniwala ako na everyone is a mirror. If you guys are liking the podcast or are being entertained by what I do, that means there's part of me na nami-mirror yung part of you. Kumbaga dun sa kanta, di ba? Ikaw ay ako ay ikaw. Kanta yan nila Clarice. And totoo yun. Kumbaga parang your pain is my pain, your joy is my joy, your experience is also my experience. It so happened lang siguro na I took the courage to speak about it, and hopefully, again, yun yung intention ko talaga. You get to see yourself through me. That's why whenever you guys comment, whenever you guys tag me on your post or your story or you send me DM, I also see myself through you. So, nakikita natin yung isa't isa through the action of one another. I hope I am making sense. Okay, for today's episode, I wanna share 5 mindsets that I live by as a Trentahin. Ano ba itong mga mindset na I'm now starting to embrace or I'm now starting to live by as I go through this season of my life, through this season of transition, or through this season of discovery, through this season of navigating life. Pag sinabing mindset, ito yung mga paniniwala na gusto mong paniwalaan. Ito yung way of thinking na gusto mong i-embrace or gusto mong ipalit sa programming mo para you can maybe see life differently. I hope you get to take what resonates. Or kung hindi nag-resonate sa inyo yung ibang mga mindset, okay lang because I respect magkakaiba tayo ng mindset sa buhay. Okay, so simulan natin. Number 1 is it's okay to grieve. Or sa Tagalog, okay lang magluksa. I think yung pagluluksa or yung grieving, yun yung isa sa mga emosyon na hindi siya talaga tinuturo. Kasi ito yung emosyon na kailangan mong ma-experience for you to learn about it. Kasi hindi naman everyday nagkakaroon ka ng chance to grieve. Hindi everyday, let's say, namamatayan ka or nawawalan ka ng mahal sa buhay or you're letting go of something or someone. That's why I think yung Trentahin era ko, ang dami ko talaga natutunan when it comes to grieving. Kasi ang pagluluksa pala ay hindi lang para sa mga namatay. Ang pagluluksa ay para din sa mga buhay na nawala or para sa mga buhay na mahalaga sa'yo pero dahil life happens, kailangan nyo nang maghiwalay ng landas. And if hindi mo pinagluksaan yung moments na magkasama kayo or moments na you guys shared together, ang hirap for you to let go. So when I share, so yung pagluluksa sa mga taong buhay, hindi lang siya sa love life ha. It can be about friends na na-outgrow mo na, or it can be about co-workers na dahil hindi na kayo magkatrabaho, hindi na kayo magkakasama. It can be about maybe strangers that you meet dun sa travel mo. So, yung mga moments na yon, kailangan pala pinagluluksaan. Kailangan pala ino-honor mo yung parts of you na, hala, I need to grieve that memories, or I need to give honor to that memories and finally accept na kailangan ko na siyang i-let go. Kailangan ko na siyang ilibing. Kailangan ko tanggapin na parte lang siya ng alaala ko. Ang daming pinagluluksaan ng mga trentahin eh. Of course, given na yung mga taong nawala sa atin or mga namatay. Pangalawa, career. Pinagluluksaan din yan, ang career. 'Di ba? May mga career ka or career opportunities na hindi mo natanggap or hindi mo na na-achieve. Pinagluluksaan yun. Friends. Ang daming friends na ma-outgrow mo along the way. And hopefully, you give yourself permission to grieve dun sa mga friends mo na hindi mo nakasama ngayon. Romantic relationship, pinagluluksaan din yan, te. Or mga aso at pusa na namatay, pinagluluksaan yan. I think, ang first ever experience ko of grief is through dun sa namatay kong aso. Sila talaga ang greatest teacher of grief. Kasi, temporary lang talaga ang life ng mga hayop or ng aso at pusa. And we're only given how many years to live with them, and talagang mawawala din sila. And ako, feeling ko doon ako natutong magluksa when I lost dogs or cats. Talagang malalang iyak kapag nawala sila sa life mo. So if you're finding it hard to let go of relationship, of an opportunity, or of someone, baka you're not giving yourself permission to grieve. Or baka dahil sa sobrang busy mo na sa buhay, nakalimutan mo na nga pala, kailangan mo nga pala magluksa. Kailangan mo nga palang bigyan yung sarili mo ng time to cry, time to mourn, time to sit down with your emotion na nawala na tong mga bagay or tao na to sa'yo. Kasi kung hindi mo pa nasisimulan yung grieving process mo, patuloy siyang magiging bubog ng buhay mo. Or madadala mo siya sa next relationship or sa next phase ng life that you are heading at. So take it from me. I'm giving you permission to grieve. Number 2, you always have the answer within. Doon sa mga tanong mo sa buhay, doon sa mga questions and confusions mo in life, alam mo naman ang sagot. Hindi ka lang nagta-trust doon sa sarili mo. Hindi ka lang nagta-trust sa intuition mo or sa gut feel mo. Pero kapag trentahin ka na, I hope ma-realize mo that you always have the answer. Nasa iyo lagi ang sagot. You know what you want. Your body knows what you want. Your mind knows what you want. Your heart knows what you want. Maybe you're not giving enough time lang to sit down with your mind, body, and emotion and really listen. Ano nga ba talagang gusto ng sarili ko? Because when you do intentional pause, kaya ako lagi, I always encourage everybody to do tulala. So tulala means intentional pause. Kasi kapag tumulala ka or kapag you sit down with silence, mas mabibigyan mo ng opportunity yung sarili mo na pakinggan ano ba talagang gusto mo. I do that every morning. When I wake up, I usually sit down with silence for 20 minutes or nagno-noise cancellation ako sa AirPods ko para wala talaga akong marinig na ingay. And then, I ask myself, what do I want for today? I ask my body, what kind of food do I want to eat today? I ask my mind, what kind of mindset learning do I want to learn today? I ask my heart, what emotion will serve me the most today? Am I feeling guilt? Am I feeling shame? Am I feeling joy? And then when I feel that I need to release maybe shame or guilt or anger, then I allow myself to express, I allow myself to cry, I allow myself to journal, I allow myself to honor what I want. 'Di ba ikaw kapag meron kang care sa ibang tao, kapag meron kang mahal na tao, you always ask them, anong gusto mo? Maybe this is an opportunity for you na ikaw naman magsabi nun sa sarili mo. Anong gusto mo? If you are to treat yourself as your best friend, as your friend, di ba yun naman lagi yung sasabihin mo or itatanong mo sa kanya, ano bang gusto mo? So make it a habit to always ask yourself, what do you want today? And trust that you know the answer. If you are in this era of deciding whether to resign or not, alam mo yung sagot. If andito ka sa era na nasa toxic relationship ka and you're asking yourself, dapat ko na bang iwan tong relationship na to? Alam kong alam mo na ang sagot. Or if andito ka sa era na you are questioning ano ba talaga yung magbibigay sa akin ng purpose, or ano ba talagang passion ko, ano ba talagang gusto kong gawin sa life, alam mo. Baka hindi mo lang mahanap yung sagot kasi sobrang daming ingay sa paligid mo. That's why you have to really give yourself time to enjoy solitude, sit down with silence, listen to yourself, because the answer lies within. And ayaw mo ring mag-decide na na-influence ka lang ng boses ng ibang tao. Because when you decide, dahil lang na-pressure ka na ito yung sinabi or in-advise ng ibang tao, i-hunt ka nung sarili mong boses I-hunt ka nung sarili mong intuition. So might as well get the answer from yourself. Number 3, if it's making you question your worth, then leave. Kapag andito ka sa relationship or sa environment na kine-question mo, pangit ba ako? Kamahal-mahal ba ako? May nagawa ba akong mali? Or ano yung mali sa akin? Kailangan ba may baguhin ako about myself? Worthy ba ako? Good enough ba ako? If yan yung mga question mo while you are at that relationship or environment, umalis ka na, Because the right set of people will not trigger that in you. The right set of people will not make you question your worth. In fact, if you are in the right environment, sila pa nga yung mag-a-affirm how worthy, how loving, how you matter as a person. Pero kung ang nafe-feel mo is every time you are with this environment or with this set of people is para kang nag-shrink or para kang nag-walk on an eggshell, then ibig sabihin baka nasa maling environment ka. Because being in the right environment feels expansive. Ibig sabihin, when you're with them, parang feeling mo mas nag-grow ka, mas lumalaki ka, mas nagiging courageous ka, mas pinaniniwalaan mo yung sarili mo because the environment supports your worth. So, dapat nag-grow ka versus nag-shrink ka. If it's making you question your worth, if it's making you question kung gaano ka kaganda or kagaling, maybe you're in the wrong environment. And hopefully, kapag nandun ka na sa tamang environment, you protect that environment. You nurture that relationship with those people who reminds you of how worthy you are. Because bihira na lang talaga ang mga tao na walang inggit, bihira na lang yung mga tao na genuinely masaya kapag nagtatagumpay ka. Kasi pwedeng magkakasama kayo sa hirap Pwedeng magkakasama kayo sa struggle. Pero kapag nakita na nilang umaangat ka, or kapag nakita na nilang nauuna ka, pag nakita na nilang nag-i-improve ka at sila medyo naiiwan or medyo walang nangyayari pa sa progress or sa growth nila, dun magkakaalaman kung sino talaga yung mga taong genuinely happy for you. And hopefully, kapag yung dumating yung time na kine-question mo na yung worth mo, umalis ka na And hanapin mo yung mga tao na kahit na nauna kang magtagumpay, kahit na nauna yung progress mo versus them, magiging genuinely happy pa rin sa'yo. And pag nahanap mo yung tao na yun, in-nurture mo yung relationship na yun. Deserve mo to be in the right environment. And ako, I trust na kapag inayos mo rin yung sarili mo, maa-attract mo yung maayos din na tao. Kasi you attract who you are. So kung toxic people yung nasa paligid mo, baka may toxicity ka pa na kailangan mong ayusin sa sarili mo. Pero kung at peace na yung mga tao sa paligid mo, ibig sabihin, ikaw din, i-embody mo na yung peace. If your life is shitty, that means you're the biggest shit. Kung gusto mong mag-iba ng environment, then also change something within you. Hindi pwedeng gusto mo iba yung nasa paligid mo pero ikaw di ka nagbabago. I hope I am making sense kahit na medyo harsh yata yung mga sinasabi ko. Number 4, the greatest gift you can give to others is attention. Sa sobrang daming distraction ngayon sa mundo, kapag nakapagbigay ka talaga ng attention sa ibang tao, regalo yon. Sobrang bihira na lang yung mga taong genuinely makikinig sa'yo. As in yung kaya kang tingnan eye to eye, hindi hawak yung cellphone nila, at talagang attentively listening sa'yo. Sobrang bihira na lang yung mga taong kayang makinig ng tunay. Sobrang bihira na lang yung mga taong nakikinig versus hindi ka pa tapos magsalita, parang may gusto na silang sabihin. Or hindi ka pa tapos magsalita, or while you are sharing your part, parang feeling mo ginajudge ka na nila. Sobrang bihira na lang ng mga taong andyan para bigyan ka ng attention at presensya. Kaya nga siya tinawag na presence eh. Because presence is a present. It's a gift. So, I hope you find that person or that community or that set of people who can really give you solid attention. And ako, I must admit that's something na I'm slowly learning or I'm still learning as of this moment. Dati kasi parang sanay ako na ako lang lagi nagsasalita. Parang I'm the type of person na I really want to share. I really want to tell the story of how my day went or ano nangyari dito sa event na ito or ano yung update na kailangan mong malaman about my life. Go! I will share that to you. Pero tinapagod na ako. Parang sabi ko, parang lagi na lang pag nagkikita kami ng mga friends ko, parang ang sakit sa panga kasi ako lang lagi nagsasalita. So nagkaroon ako ng self-awareness na, bakit hindi naman ako yung makinig? Bakit hindi naman ako yung mag-take ng time to ask more questions, to be genuinely curious about their life, and really ask, kamusta nga pala kayo? And doon ko na-realize, mas fun to sing maging listener. Ang saya magtanong. So that's why every time I meet with my friends, I'm really excited to ask questions. I'm really excited to listen because I get to know more of who they are. I get to know more of their dreams, their struggles, their pains, their joys. Mas nagiging, for me, meaningful yung pagkikita namin kapag nakakapagtanong ako or kapag nabibigyan ko sila ng permission na mag-express. And ako naman yung mag-hold space for them. So listen more, guys. Allow yourself to hold space for others. Especially kung ikaw yung lagi na lang nagsishare. Baka next time, gawin mo naman pag nagkita kayo ng friends mo, ikaw naman makinig. Ikaw naman yung tumahimik. Ikaw naman yung mag-absorb. Ikaw naman yung mag-hold ng space na it's safe to release. Go lang, makikinig lang ako. Andito lang ako kahit anong i-express mo. I'm here to listen without judgment. I'm just gonna listen. I'm not gonna give you advice. I'm not gonna react. I'm just here to absorb. I'm just here to listen. I'm just here to let you know na valid yung sinasabi mo. And may taong makikinig sa'yo. Ang saya nun, no? Kapag may mga taong nagparamdam sa'yo na andito lang ako, makikinig ako sa'yo. Hindi mo kailangang matakot na magsalita. Hindi mo kailangang mahiya na sabihin yan because andito ako, makikinig ako sa'yo. And lastly, number 5 is you are exactly where you need to be. Pag yun na-embrace mo during your trentahin era, panalo ka na sa life. Because a meaningful life is not about how happy you are or how purposeful you are or how rich you are or how loving you are. A meaningful life is honoring where you are at. Ibig sabihin, kung nasan ka, yun dapat talaga yung dapat mong maranasan or yung dapat mong kalagyan as of this moment. You are exactly where you need to be as of this moment. Kasi it's either this moment is preparing you to the next moment or this moment is teaching you something para magamit mo sa next moment. Being in this moment is the exact place you need to be at. I hope mag-sink in yun sa inyo, guys. Kasi sobrang valuable nung mindset na yun na lahat ng nangyayari ngayon ay needed. Lahat ng nangyayari ngayon ay kailangan because it's leading you somewhere. May aaring hindi mo naiintindihan, maaaring kine-question mo bakit nandito ka maybe sa rock bottom, dito sa valley of disappointment. Pero someday it will make sense. And kung aalisin tong moment na to na feeling mo nahihirapan ka or na-challenge ka, baka hindi ka mapunta dun sa mountain of success or mountain of fulfillment. Kasi in-skip mo yung valley. So I hope you get to honor where you are at today. And remind yourself na if it's still challenging you, if it's still causing you pain, it means it's not final yet. It means you're still in the process. Hindi pa yan yung final destination mo. Hindi pa yan yung final moment mo. Preparation lang yan. O kaya, kung titingnan mo talaga, kung i-assess mo, here and now, you're okay. Okay ka naman. Kung titingnan mo parang lahat lang ng nagkakos ng anxiety mo, ng problem mo, ng hesitation mo, ay create lang ng mind mo. at yung mind mo ay wala dito sa present moment. Yung mind mo ay nandoon sa future, nag-iisip na ng worst case scenario or andon sa past na meron pang regret, meron pang what if. Pero if you allow yourself to be here, right now, marirealize mo that you're okay. That you're okay. For me, ang fastest way to be here and now, to be at the present moment, is to just connect to your breath. Hinga ka lang, Bigyan mo lang yung sarili mo ng isang inhale, isang exhale. If kulang yung isa, gawin mong 2, 3, 5, 10. And dun ka kakalma. And dun mo marirealize na, oo nga, okay naman pala ako ngayon. I'm safe. I'm okay. I'm good. And whatever struggle, whatever challenges, or whatever fear you have, trust that your future self can handle it. Just like how you handle all the challenges and struggles na feeling mo hindi mo ma-handle. Pero nung time na dumating siya, na-handle mo naman. Trust that your future self can handle it. And trust that God is with you. Trust that you are being guided. Trust that hindi yan ibibigay sa'yo, yung problema na yan, yung idea na yan, yung pangarap na yan, kung hindi ka gaguide ni Lord na ma-achieve mo yan or na mapagtagumpayan mo yan. Yun lang. Grabe! Ang bilis! Thank you guys. Again, i-recall lang natin. 5 mindset I live by as a trentahin. Again, number 1, it's okay to grieve. Number 2, you always have the answer within. Number 3, if it's making you question your worth, then leave. Number 4, the greatest gift you can give other people is attention. And number 5, you are exactly where you need to be. Whew! Grabe na talaga ang pagiging trentahin. I hope and I pray na whatever it is na pinapangarap mo or gusto mong i-manifest para sa sarili mo, ma-achieve mo. And all I can wish is sumainyo ang kagandahan, kayamanan at kapayapaan. Maraming salamat guys sa pakikinig today. Please itag nyo ko sa mga stories ninyo or send me a message, comment dito sa Spotify or YouTube. Bigyan nyo ng 5-star rating itong podcast na to sa Spotify and i-share nyo to sa mga trentahins na alam nyo makakakuha ng wisdom, clarity, or life message from this podcast. And I hope makakreate tayo ng community where we support one another. And I hope magkita-kita ang mga trentahin one day. I'm excited to see you all guys, to maybe have coffee with you, to walk with you, watch a movie with you, or tumulala lang tayong sabay-sabay, nature, or maybe hike together. Nakaka-excite. But for now, dito muna tayo magkita-kita online. Maraming salamat sa pagmamahal, sa support. Maraming salamat sa pagtulala habang nakikinig. Mahal ko kayo. Bye!